So, welcome to the post-purchase masterclass, how to make more money without ads. We're starting off with a quick meme here as usual. This is probably you, and this is give your customer a great post-purchase experience or draw 25. And what you're doing, or like how the majority of brands are doing it, they better draw 25. So let's start off with running an e-commerce store is like dating. First sale equals the date, the kiss, etc., etc. The repeat purchases are more like a relationship. And in this case, in my opinion, it's good to build a true relationship with your customer instead of forcing them to kiss you and then ghost them. That's how kind of majority of brands run their customer journey. And to be honest, if you're going through this, you are probably doing the same because the actually getting a good customer experience is very, very rare. And that's also because it's not sexy, and it's also because a lot of people focus on acquisition and not on actually retaining clients or like retaining customers. You spend all your money on Meta, Google, Pinterest, and all the different advertising platforms. And once someone finally puts in their credit card details, you completely forget about them because they just spend a few, I don't know, $50, whatever your AOV is, on one or two of your products. But to be honest, there is way more to that. Imagine this person come back 1, 2, 3 times, telling their friends, telling their family about your products, and those people who you did not advertise to, they come back as well, and they come back 1, 2, 3 times too. Plus, they tell their friends and family about your products. As you can see, this is a huge snowball effect, but it is not sexy. It is not as sexy as ads, but it's way more profitable, and it keeps growing. So as you can see, this is kind of the snowball effect that I'm talking about. 1, 3, 9, you get it. I hope you understand how vital this is, and also how the minority of brands leverage this and how profitable it is. And to be honest, it's also quite easy to set up, to be honest. Like everyone is focusing on ads. And to be honest, I used to run ads in 2020, and things are getting way harder than before. And like all the people that succeed on ads, they're doing a really, really good job because it's really hard to be profitable there. And scaling through ads alone. But it's necessary, but it's super hard. And everyone is kind of putting their attention to that instead of just growing naturally over time. So welcome to my post-purchase guide, where I discuss how to get the most use out of your first-time buyers and make them come back for more. Who am I to trust? I run ecommerce. I'm Lucas Brock. I run ecommerce, and we've done a couple of millions in email and SMS revenue alone. And we've been doing emails for like 2-3 years now, and just do emails, SMS, postcards, basically everything that comes with retention. So this is kind of our bread and butter when it comes to our service, actually helping clients to get people to buy more and come back more often. And we do this mainly through that, but also teaching and consulting our clients when it comes to these topics. So let's talk a little bit about the post-purchase on-page experience. Your customer just put in their credit card details. They just clicked on shop now. This gives the first window of opportunity. There's something that is called buying mood or something. I think there's also a psychological term of that. But it basically is that once they spend a single buck, they now tend to even spend more. It's also kind of a grand scheme of things. If you got them to pay $1, now they are open to pay 100 and few hundreds, stuff like that. Dopamine, serotonin, and all other chemicals are firing in the brain, so it's a great opportunity to come up and sell them more. So this is the first thing, and it is kind of an ads thing and converting, but I'm getting into like the boring stuff later down the line. But here, find something that you can upsell, cross-sell, downsell for an offer that they haven't seen before. So I wouldn't just do, hey, get 10% off if your pop-up form is 10% off as well, right? So you want to come up with an offer that is better than what they saw. And you can work with, there are like dozens of apps. I think Zipify is a great one. But yeah, keep in mind that everything that they now buy is pretty much pure profit. Obviously, you have to subtract your cost of goods sold. But if you think of, okay, If we do not do any post purchase, we, let's say hypothetically, acquired someone for $15, the cost of goods sold are $10, and our AOV, or like the products that they buy, are $40. Then you can like calculate how much profit that is. But now if they pay more, like you already paid the amount to acquire a customer, so now everything that is above what they have originally purchased is kind of without any advertising cost, if you think that way. So yeah, we're pretty much able to give better offers as usual. So hypothetically speaking, you are not able to provide, I don't know, 20% off on first purchase if you advertise, because it just costs way more to get someone to buy. But now you can offer those offers because they are already bought in. You're already profitable. So now everything you sell is even more profitable. I hope you understand what I mean, and I pretty much think that you do. So we are able to give better offers as usual. But to be honest, do not overdo discounts, because it might annoy some people, especially if kind of the products are low ticket and stuff like that, or even high ticket. To be honest, like everyone would be annoyed if they buy something for $100 and now it's like 50% off, and they are like questioning the value of the products. So that's something to keep in mind. What you could do is you could sell more of the same for less. You could sell complementary items that suit with their purchase. You could sell something completely different and unrelated to the product, but suited for your customer avatar and their needs. There's no guide to that. Just come up with interesting offers and test them and see how they are converting without annoying too many people. You can also play around with like urgency and make it as unique as possible, and also give kind of a reason why you are basically giving those offers, not just, hey, here's 50% off, but think about a more interesting way. For example, you want to give someone the full experience. Let's say hypothetically that you're selling skincare products, so you want to give someone the full experience. So that's why you want to give, something off, so they can get the full experience of your mascara and whatever it is, like the full experience basically. So come up with something that is as unique as possible and actually makes sense. You can do the same with emails and try an immediate upsell after their purchase. For new clients, we usually test that, and we have clients where it works wonderful. So for example, we have one client, they sell on demand. So they basically sell clothing, but the clothing is handmade and it's also made on demand. So if I buy now, then they produce it. And they literally have seamstresses that like do everything basically, not customized, but everything made from hand and no machinery and stuff like that. So our reason for the discount is basically, hey, our seamstresses, they started, producing your item. If you buy something within the next 36 hours, we can give you a discount on that, because after that, they like finished your item already. So then it's like kind of hard for us to, give you an incentive or whatever it is, basically. So think about that way and how you can actually do something and come up with a unique angle there. So we usually test that for all clients, but sometimes we see that it's just underperforming. And to be honest, then we just do not run it at all, even if it's profitable in a way, like you get some sales, but the placed order rate is just super, super low. Because our reason for that is that a few more $100, let it be $1,000, they are not worth sending and annoying people after an email after the purchase with an email. So pretty much like with the post-purchase on-page experience, it's different because it's like on the page. So they are still in the buying mood. But if now, like 3 hours later, you come up with an offer, could be even more annoying. And that's why we do not want to cause people to question their purchase and the price point that they got the product. So we would rather focus on the next thing and more important thing, which is making the post-purchase journey as premium and reliable as possible. What do I mean by that? So when it comes to the post-purchase journey, quick reality check that sometimes I think founders and like in general people in the online space forget, is that like it's actual people that buy your stuff online. So it's like actually a human being. So some of them literally buy within less than an hour of seeing your ad. So they see, like they are randomly scrolling through like whatever platform, then they see your ad and then they buy. So Yeah, it makes sense. And especially like with all these drop shipping and like all of the bad experience that some people have from buying online, it makes sense that you want to give them trust and showing them that you are legit and reminding them of that even after their purchase. So you want to remove any doubts that they have after the purchase. Do everything to remove the buying remorse, everything. So here's a step-by-step process that we use for all of our clients that we tell them to do or like build ourselves within post-purchase email sequences and stuff like that. The first one is thank them and congratulate them. So tell them they made a great decision, pump them up, remind them of all the benefits, how much their life will change once they get their items. Keep up the good chemicals in their brain. Give social proof. Show how other customers love your products as well. Make them fall in love with their decision and not just with the product, because they made a decision. And yeah, you basically want to remind them all the time how good the decision was and how good your products are even after the purchase. Set expectations. The worst thing of getting a product delivered to you in 2 days, expecting it to be there in 1 day. No matter what you do, expectation management is vital. Same here. So set the expectation for your customer. Make it real. How long is the typical shipping? How to refund? What are the guarantees? How to get support? How to track your orders? Yada, yada, yada. Make it as easy as possible for the customer to get support, to understand what is kind of the next step in their journey. Additional resources. Give your customers the best buying experience. And with that, you also should give them instructions on how to maximize the volume, the value. So show how others use their products, show how they can be part of something bigger, show maybe you have recipes, you have guidelines, you have instructions, whatever it is, make it as best as possible and give them resources. If you, for example, sell something that is in the, I don't know, diet sphere, that you basically, I don't know, sell a product that is there to lose weight, give them additional resources that are outside of your product that will help them get the desired outcome. Because in the end, if they get to the desired outcome, they do not really understand that it was the value that you give alongside the product. They will think, oh, it's the product. They will think about the brand. They will think about the holistic picture and not just, oh, I got to my desired outcome, this is because of the product. Or like, even if it's like super outside of your product, they will still associate the dream outcome with you. And that's what we try to get. Packaging. Why do we talk about packaging? We're here to make money, right? As I said, did you know that an actual human being is buying your product and like they get the product and they open it and stuff? So we want to give them the best experience ever. Have you ever unboxed any Apple product? I now know that you're convinced. So make it look and feel good. Put in free samples. Put in a thank you note. Make it as personal as possible. Incentivize them for the next purchase. Just make it really, really amazing. Give it a good experience. Now that we've gone through that and spinning our wheels for 30 minutes, now we can go for the ask. So we pretty much went above and beyond to give our customers the best buying experience ever. They loved it. They got value from the product. They felt taken care of. Now we can ask again whether they want to buy more. So come up with a good incentive that makes sense for you as well as for the customer, and then they will come back. Pinky promise. If not 100%, then way more than if you would have a shitty post-purchase experience. So bonus points. Try to get people back into the CRM. If they bought, most likely they are on the email list. But what about SMS? What about the Facebook community? What about socials? Whatever it is, try to cross-pollinate here to be able to cost-effectively retarget them on all platforms. And with all, I literally mean everything. So how we do that is basically we have different emails after they made the purchase. So you also have to keep in mind what happens on Shopify. So they get the thank you for your order Shopify notification. You can customize that as well, but this is just for Shopify Plus people. But basically, they get the thank you, and then they also get one email from Shopify after it was sent out. So those are the only two things that they get. Now we want to play around with different emails on Klaviyo. So what we do is, for example, we first of all congratulate them, thank them, remind them of the brand, basically the goal, like what are we achieving with the brand in and of itself, what is our goal, our mission, stuff like that. So they are kind of in the mission as well. They see themselves in the brand, and this is the first email. The second email is usually like just reminding them, hey, like this is what you can expect. Social proof, banger testimonials showing like how much other people love your products. This is the second email. The third email is, hey, in case you have any questions, feel free to get back to this email. This is what you can expect, yada, yada, yada. And then the third one is about the benefits again, and then basically asking them about whether everything was fine after they got the product. So basically, hey, by the time now you should have your item. Let us know, reply to this email if you have any other question, reply to this email if you have some feedback. How can we basically become a better company? How can we make your next purchase as best as possible? How can we improve? All of that good stuff. And then basically after that, all of the nurturing, then you go for the offer and just basically come up with an offer that is making sense. So, hey, if you like that product, what about coming back with whatever offer you have in mind and works for you? And then obviously, you do not ask in the way that I ask right now. You just basically go through the benefits that they got and ask them if they want to keep up the benefits, if they want to, increase the benefits that they're getting closer to the dream outcome. And then you basically give them an offer that is really good. And that's it. So your action steps after watching 60 minutes here, map out the entire customer journey right now, come up with the customer journey you would love to have as a customer yourself. Think about what would benefit your customers and build that out over the next few weeks. Or schedule a call with me and we'll map it out together. Plus you'll get a free email and SMS audit so you understand we are the best. Click on this to actually schedule your call. Thank you so much. I hope you got some value here. Bye-bye.